All right, hi everybody. Give me like a second. Let me post that I'm going live to socials. Here, have a heart. Hold on. Yes, because I'm a professionally professional person. Also, I know I'm kind of late and I apologize about that. Okay. All right, I've posted to my socials. Wow, and nothing's moving. Okay. Alright, hold on. Let me get my music up. That explains so much. I just realized my model is also frozen. YouTube Studio. What's... Here it is. I got music. What's going on with my model? Turn that up just a little bit. It's like VTube Studio is this is frozen. Hi. You should be okay. There we go. All right. So, I'm sitting here with this model, which I love very much. Don't get me wrong, she's best girl, but now I'm sitting here and I'm like, should I try to build a PNG tuber in Live 2D? Because the only thing that's actively like held me back is rigging, but I feel like if I were to rig like a flat character, and like I was planning on redoing my my PNG tuber anyway. You know? But I like this model too. Mostly what I was gonna do is I was gonna add an Eldritch form to Fan. I'm also wondering if making like a PNG tuber model in Live 2D would be a good way to like experiment with rigging in a way that doesn't feel like super daunting, you know? So I guess that's what we're gonna do. Oh, there it is. Okay. We'll do like a front view. I usually do like a three-quarter view. But I think most VTubers do the view from the front, so. I don't think I've ever actually drawn Fan from the front. I might need some help. Well, some models are also in 3D. Well, not 3D, but like, god damn it, speaker, but like 3/4 view. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. YouTuber. That's for body rigging. Okay. Sometimes the best thing to do is to just go forward. Let me get pure ref up. Again, I don't draw many characters from like the front, so I always cheese it with 3/4 view. And I mean, technically I still could. Yeah. Let me see. It looks like they're all chibis. Oh, that one's not so bad. Okay. All right. Alright, I'm gonna do what I'm most comfortable in. But I am gonna add things like, having a, fuck. Like having a drawing tablet and stuff as stuffs. Because this is something that I want to do to, like, add. Witchy. Actually, I could. It's not to say that I don't like my model or anything. I just want to see what I can do. And I'm used to drawing them to, like, cut them in pieces parts. So yes, I still plan to have my, my blep redeem and the sensor bars, so. Turn that volume down a little bit more. Hey, Super Lemon! Fantaz, yay! How you doing? Doing alright at lunch break right now. Ooh, nice! Been working on my gamer profile. Cool, cool. I joined the 3D community now. I'm a VTuber. On a Twitch extension I found. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, because the other thing of it is too is I want to put in Ink Fan, like Ink Fan and an Eldritch Fan too. What the hell? Hi, Super Lemon. How's it going? I don't know that I like that. Let me see if I can find... to see if I can find a nice, like, idle standing pose. Maybe do from like the chest up, maybe? So not worry about like the hips or the legs. No, that gives the appearance that it's like twisted. I feel like I just do the same sort of standing poses whenever I do 3/4. You know what? That works. Oh, hey, Skittles is live. Come on, come on. Move. Hello. How are you? You have a good night? Chopper? Sorry, I'm trying to... Yeah, I'm good. I'm trying to figure out how to make this, like, how to update my PNG tuber model, because initially I was a PNG tuber, and then I did an art trade with a new friend and they made me this model, and now I'm like, I wonder if I could rig a PNG tuber model in live 2D. So now I'm gonna try it. We're gonna see how successful this is gonna be. How does your friend's model look like? So the VTuber, the model you're seeing me use now, this is the model that was made by my friend. I usually, let me see. So usually, if you see me, I look like this. That's how I usually look. So are you making them a PNG model? Yes, I'm remaking my my PNG model, but I'm gonna do it through live 2D, because usually when I do my PNG model, I do it through VideoTube. So yeah, we're having some fun. There were a couple things I wanted to add to my PNG model. And then I was like, well, why not take the opportunity to try to learn how to rig a model? So I was just like, well, crapola. I guess that's what I'm gonna learn now. Because I do like, I like my VTuber model. She came out really well. My friend did a really good job. Is your outfit gonna be the same? I'm not sure yet. I might actually change it. I may keep it the same, honestly, because I really like this outfit. Usually, when I redo my model, I change my outfit. So like, this outfit that you see isn't like the original outfit I had. Let me see. So like, there was this model that I had before that one, and then before this one. This is what my model originally looked like. So as you can see, we've gotten a lot further from where we started. God, I worked so hard on this one. And to see her come so far. Cause like we got shading. And we got some expressions. And then we got more details on this one. And now we're upgrading her further. Man, and that all happened in like 3 years. Holy hell. I'm shocked, honestly. Just absolutely shocked. But now we're gonna see how expressive we can get her in Live 2D. Which I'm kind of scared to like download that program. What did you draw for the art trade? So, I made her a PNG tuber avatar that can be used in VideoTube. Let me show that one. So this is what I did for her. And she's kind of, like ice cream based, but she wanted like a fishy eldritch theme, so I did her. No, I'm sorry, I keep saying her. My friend uses they, them pronouns. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sunday, if you're watching this. Anyway, because they're non-binary. But anyways, so they are in ice cream. Like, the lore for their PNG tuber is that they are an ice cream PNG, or they're an ice cream VTuber, and so they have like all these cool toppings and stuff. And so to keep in that theme, I went with like a Nautilus kind of look for them, and then I do frame by frame animation. So this is their idle pose where they just like blink. And then if I turn off their arm, and switch their eye, this is what they look like when they talk. Because their mouth is placed on the hand instead of their face. And that's all done in frame by frame animation because I hate myself. No, I kid. I've been practicing, so for the past few months I've been practicing 51 great animation exercises to master. And I need to start. I've been procrastinating starting level 3, but I need to start at level 3 this week. Looks great, thank you! Thank you, I appreciate it. Part of what's turned me off from doing live 2D or even like rigging my own my VTuber model prior to now is because I have experimented with rigging like in different programs in the past, and I've hated it. Absolutely hated it. Didn't understand how it works. Didn't like the meshes, but now I'm like, you know what? Let's give it a try. Let's do it with something simple. You know, if it doesn't work out in live 2D, I can always put it in VideoTube and make adjustments there. Like, there's a bunch of fun stuff I get to add now. So, and I do have some inspiration from, like, this model to add, like, more fin stuff. It's gonna be great. I also have a, an Eldritch form that I want to put on her, and then I have, I played, Epic Mickey, and so I have an ink version of my, my PNG model that I made specifically for that. What other stuff are you gonna add? Yeesh. It's, yeesh. If you want to fish in lurk bait. If it's still working. Yeah, there we go. I'm not sure yet. So, like, I know I want to do Ink Fan. I know I want to do Eldritch Fan. I'm not all that expressive. At least not yet. We'll see. I'm not sure. Oh, I do have a, so one of my favorite redeems that I have is a blep redeem that I have for this model that I want to include on the other one. So you go blip. I also have a Yoink redeem, which I'm not gonna go into too many details on what that does, but it's a lot of fun. It, blip. Ah! No! God damn it! I knew he was waiting. He was waiting for the prime opportunity to yoink my clothes. Anyway, that's my other favorite redeem I have is my Yoink redeem, and I wanted to add that. Don't yoink my clothes in front of company. It's rude. Ads. Sorry about that. I try to do like 1 minute of ads per hour. I'm sure Neo is gonna yoink my clothes again. Dorito. See, this is why I can't have nice things. This is why I can't have nice things, I lament. Now I gotta save up points again, burn through 30k yoinking. Alright, I'll do it for Chop. So they can see what my yoink redemption does. I'm actually thinking about changing the center board to be like other things just to make it funny. But the issue with that is I'm worried that if depending on what I change it to, like the powers that be are gonna be mad. I'm gonna get a strike on my channel. Oh wait, where are my eyes? I did them directly. Okay. That's not too bad. love how Sunday did the bun on the top of my head. Let me see. See, now I don't know what I want to do with my hair. It's actually been a while since I've had long hair. Long wavy hair. I still want to keep my my bangs, my bang hair. Oh, wait, no, that's like big. The other thing is too is as I'm like trying to build the character, I'm trying to think about the pieces parts. This kind of makes her look a bit like Daphne-esque. A little, I see it. And then if we do her eldritch hair, because her eldritchy hair is our tentacles. Because I'm freaky like that. Not sure yet if I'm gonna have them, like, move. I like her hair consolidating into, like, tentacles. I think that's kind of cool. Part of me's wondering if I could just, like, rip the shorts and change my top and call it good. Actually, if I was gonna do that, it would be like... No, I don't want to do that either. Hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to think, because, like... There we go. So I love these types of tops where it's like, where the shoulders are open. Mm-hmm. They are one of my my favorite tops to wear. For me, it's tank tops or like those kind of like shoulder tops. There's no like if I could get away without wearing shirts, like I would just wear those all day. Would just wear those all day. Same thing with shorts. Like I don't like pants. I hate pants. Pants feel too constricting. And don't even get me started on shoes. It was actually funny because, so this character model, this VTuber model that you see, that was done by my friend Sunday. They were like, hey, so what do you want me to do for the feet? Do you want shoes? And I was like, fuck no. I like designing open shoulder dresses. Those are really pretty. Or even like the strapless ones. Part of me is like, maybe I should go back to my roots and do a skirt. That's a little better. I'm wondering if maybe outfit 1 and... or rather, there should be an outfit 1 and an outfit 2 for the Eldritch form. We'll see. Also, that's interesting. When I put my hand on my mouth, my VTuber mouth like opens wide. At least it did. I'm shocked. Absolutely shocked. Do you design, what do you design, Chopper? Like, do you do PNG tuber models, VTuber models, stream assets? I like designing, I just design dresses on my OCs when I'm bored and for practice. Oh, nice. Cool. Very cool. I'm also trying to think about, like, using, whatchamacallit, like, other assets for, like, my drawing tablet and my, because what I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of adding in the, Spud tablet from Spud, ARM tablet for drawing and when I play games, getting, like, a mouse and keyboard asset to basically show that I'm playing on mouse and keyboard when I do games. Come on, I know you can do it, Clip. Clip was just like, what the fuck are you doing? So, if I remember correctly, everything's gotta be separated, right? I mostly drew dresses on people's characters during art fight, and yeah, you have to separate things. Well, I know it's like you have to separate everything that's going to move. Right, so like the eyes blinking, the pupils. You know, also try to make these as even as possible. Oh, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Trying to make sure these eyes are even. We'll put that in the eyes for now. And then we'll do head. So I'm just separating things into folders and line work into folders so that way I can I'm not sure how much like painting I'll be doing because I don't want to get all the way into getting stuff fully rendered and then finding out that I have to like cut it, because I know that you have to cut like all the way down to like the shadows in some aspects of it. Or at least on more like complicated models. Come on. You can make a bald redeem. I've seen that. I've seen several, VTubers do that, and that's, like, always great. That's always fun. See, the other thing I need to do is I need to get up, like, sound redeems. There's actually a lot I need to get up, honestly. What do you have planned for sound redeems? I'm not entirely sure yet. I know I want to do, That Was Rude from, Death Becomes Her, just because I always say that's rude. I have a friend that made me a, my friend Skittles made me a redeem that I still haven't implemented because I'm a terrible friend, but she made me a redeem of a starfish that, was dancing, and it says, pay me! From some audio, that I had read from chat where, somebody else was just like, so in other words, pay me. So. I also want to redo my alerts, because I feel like my alerts are kind of lackluster when they're on. I haven't turned them on, so I apologize. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Ah! What other redeems? I'm trying to think of things that I do often on stream that are things I say that I feel would like in line. Like, I think there's a couple of ones from Stewie that I think would be fun to have from like Family Guy. Brian comes in and I change up the tempo. Brian comes in and it changes the song. Why are you bringing me down, man? God, that song lived in my head rent-free for like 3 years. Don't bring me down. Cool Whip. Whip. Oh my god, I actually said it. I never knew how he like was able to say it, because in my mind I always went whip. Like I could never like enunciate the like H sound in whip. Whip. I don't know, I thought about it. I don't know. Just so much. Get that little, like, neck peg area. I'm probably gonna have to go in and fix all of these. Don't ask me what I'm doing, I have no clue. Gotta get them wide swimming hips. Gardaflon, I come in right as you're you're contouring the boobies. Welcome in, welcome in. I gotta get the girls situated, alright? Oh no, my steak is too juicy and my lobster is too buttery. How you doing tonight, Gordaflon? I'm doing so good tonight. I enjoyed Taco Tuesday at my favorite spot, and I am winding down the night with a glass of wine. I is a fancy vampire. I hope you are doing well. I'm doing very well. Although I can't figure out how to get my model to blink. So I'm just stuck with the eternal stare into one's soul. But also, I went down this deep dive. I started watching this, I love it. We stare into the void stares back. Yeah. So I have convinced myself, right, that I'm gonna make a PNG tuber model in VTube Studio. And I have convinced myself that I have the qualifications to be able to rig in live 2D. So wish me the best of luck, because I am absolutely terrified. In fact, I was actually telling Sunday earlier that the only reason I haven't struck out to make my own VTuber model like by my own hand, by my own fins, is because the rigging of it intimidates the fuck out of me. Like, just give me paper. Just give me a paper in frame by frame animation and I'll do it that way. Cause fuck doing all that like nonsense. And then they were like, well, I mean, if you like animation, you know, you could try rigging. And now that I've been playing with this VTuber model, I'm just like, could I really like rigging? Am I really gonna do it? Am I really gonna download Live 2D Cubism to rig this? You could! Also, hi! Sunday! I was just talking about you. Also, I apologize, Sunday, I have a bit of a confession to make. I keep using, I know you go by they, them pronouns, but like when I initially talk about you, I'm like she, her, and then I'm like, wait a minute, no, that's wrong, I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I promise I do, like, correct myself, but, I think it's all the pink, honestly. But yeah, no, this is my model mama? I think, yeah, when somebody makes and rigs your model, that's your, like, model mama. So that's my model mama, Sunday. I appreciate you being mindful of that. I don't mind slip-ups, you're good. Okay. Okay, cool. So, again, I apologize. I promise I do try to correct myself, but I do apologize for the initial hang-up. I will get it. I will get it down. But, that aside, did you fix the blink, by the way? No, I did not. I tried and failed miserably. I actually, so in trying to fix the blink, I screwed up my mouth. My mouth wouldn't move anymore. And I was like, oh no. And then I fixed it, so now my mouth does move, but my eyes, they do not blink. You could fix the blink, but I love the unblinking eyes. Well, that's the thing, right? Cause like, in order to avoid, like, uncanny, like, uncanniness, you want to, they are just so huge and cute. In order to fix uncanniness, like in characters, you want your characters to like, and especially in animation, they have to blink like every, I think like 3 seconds. So if it's just me staring at you for 4 hours. Like that's gonna be no bueno. That's not gonna be great. But yeah, no, Sunday, I'm gonna do it. I found a 4-part video tutorial, so I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna cry the whole time. I hate you. I hate what you've done to me. How dare. How dare you do this to me? Also, I legitimately tried to do like a front-facing view, and I was like, no, I hate it. You got this. So I went for my usual 3/4 view. And I'm gonna add in ink fan fan, Eldritch fan, into like the character-y like stuff of stuffs. And maybe after the new year, go back to restart Bendy and the Ink Machine. Maybe, maybe. This is not gonna move. Because ironically enough, I do have Bendy and the Ink Machine, and I have Boris and the Dark Revival, and then I think they're coming out with like a third game next year? Or did they already come out with a third game? I don't know. Oh, I have 2 folders for clothes. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna delete that. Also, unfortunately, Sunday I am switching up my clothes. I'm actually switching up my clothes and my hair. For the blank, you could either delete the .v2.json file, re-download it from the zip I sent you, and upload it to your model folder, or you can go into your model settings to manually fix it with that. The input is what your tracking captures, and the output is the model parameters I created. For example, IOpenWrite would be linked to output param IROpen. Ooh. Okay. I did play around with the parameters a bit. I am wondering though if it's on my if it's on my expressions setting. Do you want me to update your model's clothes? I would. No, don't do that. I got a great, like, don't worry about it. I love my model's clothes. I love this the sleeveless tank. I promise, I do. I love it. Don't do free stuff. At least let me pay you. If you're gonna update my clothes, at least let me pay you. Okay, hehe. Actually, no, it would be too expensive. Maybe. No, it's okay. Let me pay you for the clothing update, which is just gonna be like, it's just gonna be an over the shoulder like top, or like the exposed shoulder top. But no, I will make sure you get paid for that. I get paid. I need to see how much money I have Friday when I get paid. But no, like our art trade for like the base model and everything is great. Like I love it. I love it, I promise. I'm just used to being flat. Being three-dimensional is a whole new world. A whole new world. You're sweet. No, no, lies and slander. I'm mean. Everyone will tell you that. Everyone in the Abyss will tell you I'm the meanest there is. I bite people. But as a side note, if you want to rig, the PNG tuber model I did for our art trade, if you want me to cut it into pieces that you could put into live 2D to like mess around with like parameters and settings, I'll have to figure out how to do that, but if I figure out how to do that, I could send it to you and you could rig it instead of probably cutting it into pieces parts. You're not mean, you're aggressively kind. Lies and slander, don't believe them. But thank you, I appreciate it. Looks like you gotta like mouth form. By the way, it works the same as how you made the mouth open again, but the parameter is called mouth form rather than mouth open. Lets you make that O shape with your mouth. Link mouth form EP typos. Oh, is that how you do that? Look, you and I gotta get on a call so you can teach me how to do shit in live 2D. Not tonight though, but like when you have free time. Cause honey, you are busy. For sure. Oh shit, I'm a horrible, terrible friend. I didn't do the shoutouts. Shout out at Sunday. I'll let you know when I'll have a time and we can do a call. Cool. TYTM, thanks. Oh, I'm not sure. I think I want to do a redeem where it's where it pops up with trademark and then it has a little TM next to it, or what is it? What do I say? Where it's like something TM trademark. I say that with a lot of different words actually, like depression TM trademark. By the way, you should look into PNG Tuber Plus and PNG Tube Remix. I've never tried them myself, but I've heard great things. It's like in between a VTube model and live 2D model. A bit of animation, but not as overwhelming as live 2D. So actually, that's the interesting thing. I've been seeing a lot of PNG Tuber Plus get recommended for stuff and more complex PNG animations. So I did think about looking into that, but the other thing is VideoTube right now, if you join their Patreon, you can get early access to VideoTube Plus, which I think is like a more robust program than a VideoTube Mini, from what I've seen. I may actually look into that, because I'm not gonna lie, live 2D like cubism kind of freaks me out a little bit. So we'll see. Ooh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, also, while we're on call, I can teach you how to set up, Tits. Tits is great. It looks to me like the art for those programs have to be cut up into layers the way live 2D models are. Not as many layers though. Yeah, so like, oh, that'd be great. Yeah, I think you would benefit a lot from the Tits system. Because, like, then you could have different, like, desserty stuff thrown at you. Like, you could make your own cookie assets. You could do, like, ice cream scoops and stuff like that. I actually have to find it, but there's another VTuber that has, like, a random ice cream maker machine that they made for their stream. So yeah, we can help get you set up. Get you set up with all the cool shit. Yeah, I'm so excited to try it out. Yeah. Also, I don't know how you draw on an iPad because, like, I watched you draw earlier today and I was like, magic. I could not do that. I would cry. That's the thing that I find interesting. So, like, actually, so funnily enough, in The Sims, like in Sims 4, when you go to like learn how to be like an artist and you draw on a digital tablet, it's on a touch screen like tablet. It's magic to me that other artists don't use an iPad. Oh my god, like I can't tell you how many times I see like really cool brushes and they're all for Procreate and I'm like, I can't draw on Procreate. I'll cry. I'll cry because it's a touch screen. But anyways, for the Sims 4 thing, it just goes to show like how far technology has come, I guess, because I think in like the Sims 3, when you learned how to draw, you learned how to like paint and stuff. Like you couldn't, I don't think they had an option to draw digitally, and then in Sims 4 they gave you the ability to draw digitally, and I thought that was cool. It's funny because I bought the so I bought the Farm Life and the like Coastal update, or not update, but DLC packs for The Sims 4, and I touched them I think like once in my like the entire time of having The Sims, and it was funny because for the Farming Life I basically used it to move into like a trailer to have like a midlife crisis of off-grid living in The Sims. That's cool. I've hardly played The Sims, so I don't know anything about that. I have Sims 4, I just don't use it much. So the thing with Sims 4, or any of the Sims games really, is you pay upwards of like $30 to get like the base game, right? And then you spend about a week in character creation mode to like outfit all your Sims. and then you play the game for like 3 days, and then you go on hiatus for 2 years, and then the entire process like repeats. Or if you're a hardcore like person, you specifically make Sims and play Sims to torment them, and that's always fun. Like, for the longest time in Sims, you could trap them in a pool if you just pulled out the ladder. Like, if you want to see psychotic, like, stuff people do, look no further than people who play The Sims. LMAO. I think they actually fixed that in Sims 4. Like, probably one of my favorite things. So, okay, so every once in a blue moon, there's this video that pops up, and it's about the Sims 3 patch notes. Okay, I understand you don't play Sims, but go, like, look up that video and listen to this dude read these patch notes because he's, like, dying. I read some of the Sims horror stories on Reddit. People get wild with that game, haha. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. There's no in-between, right? So, like, so people are either the most psychotic, like, people ever and they play The Sims, or they're the most advanced, like, interior decorator architect ever without an architect degree. But they build, like, these, insane builds on The Sims. I'm like, how does your computer run? And they're like, it don't. Like, they almost need the computer that generates, like, rocket calculations to, like, run their Sims. It's great though. 10 out of 10 recommend. Or at least I would recommend playing 3 because there's a lot more you can do in 3 than you can do in 4. Like, for whatever reason, between 3 and 4, like, EA got it really, like, fucking greedy. And so a lot of things you can do in, like, base game 3, you can't do in base game 4. Or just get Sims 4. You know, whatever. No, wait, you already said you had 4. Never mind, I'm dumb. What kind of Sims player are you? I'm the one that, like, plays the game as, like, myself, and then I just kind of do everyday life things. Like, I'll go try to find a boyfriend, I'll go to work, I'll get married, I'll play it having a family, and then that's it. I'm very boring. Wholesome. Yeah, wholesome. Except for that one file where I made, like, a midlife crisis file where basically I was like, alright, you know what? I'm gonna pretend I sold all my shit and I moved into off-grid living on a plot of land. And that was mildly entertaining because gnomes invaded my house. And you would think, oh, gnomes, that's not that big of a deal, right? No, it is. It is. They're pesky. LOL. I also had a guy that would, so, I think it's in, like, the farm, farm update, you can have, like, different, like, seasons, and then, like, you could run, like, your own, like, farmer's market stall. And I had a guy, and I put a stall on my property because, like, I was gonna plan to be the employee. No, you have to hire an employee. So every day, this random ass dude came and just sat in the stall on my property. Never sold anything, but he was great to talk to. Also, one of my neighbors was a vampire. That was fun. He tried to bite me. OMG. Yeah, that file was wild because like because I was living off the grid, I didn't have like running water or electricity, and I didn't have the DLC to run like power shit. So I was like, you know what? Candles and artificial lake water. Let's go. Let's go. My sim, surprisingly, was not very happy with that arrangement. But you know what? We got through it. Because I stopped playing. I actually, so, the one sim I had would not stop wandering into the park trying to befriend everyone. They all hated him, but would not stop partying at his house. There was always some random people there. Then he became a third wheel for a married couple that moved in. Forgot how that happened exactly. That's great. That's great. Oh, I tried to get myself abducted by aliens. So, fun fact, unless you have a mod, aliens only abduct male sims and impregnate them. And I thought that was funny. But I was like, God damn it. What's a girl gotta do to get abducted by aliens? What? Yeah, no. So like I was a female sim and I used not cheat codes for the Sims. Would never use cheat codes for the Sims. I earn all my money, you know, like you do, like one does going to work. But no, I was trying to get my sim abducted by aliens because I wanted to go on an outer space adventure. But then every time I kept looking into a telescope, hoping to be abducted by aliens, it wouldn't happen. Like, I tried everything to cheese the system, would not happen. So finally, I got annoyed enough that I looked it up, and they're like, yeah, no, they won't abduct female sims. Like, you have to be a male sim. And I was like, yeah, I'm depressed now. I have depression. 1010 would get abducted by aliens. That sucks. Did you trans your gender or just give up on that goal? I just gave up on that goal. I was like, you know what? I'm a writer. I can write my own abduction story. And by doing that, I just basically went into character AI and made an alien boyfriend, and yeah. Fair enough, huh? Look, I get it, alright? AI bad. AI taking all creative jobs and all creative endeavors, right? Like, I get it. I completely understand. But, like, character AI... I will compromise my morals for character AI. Although I do try to avoid characters that I know were ripped off from books from my favorite authors. Alien boyfriend, so that was your motive, Okay, my motive was an alien husband, alright? Like, I wanted to go on an outer space adventure, okay? Like, I feel like Sims kind of missed an opportunity to have, like, an alien adventure, like, sci-fi expansion. Because they did farming, they did medieval, they did, you know, exploration in The Mummy. I don't... Like, the closest you could get to space exploration was, I think, your sim could get on a rocket and, like, go make a colony on Mars. But, like, you couldn't... But, like, it wasn't an area that was like explorable in the game. I get ads for those character AI programs all the time, and they always use example of real people they have AI versions of. Like, that is not a character. Okay, so like, so the thing of it is like, people will make AI versions of like real characters or like real people that you can then like kind of do whatever you want. But like in character AI's case, character AI has like these hard filters against romance. Not that that really like stops anybody. Definitely doesn't stop me, but that aside, don't read too deeply into that. But but essentially, like, people have been known to like rip off like other people. They rip off, you know, characters from fiction. They like, it's more noticeable in like monster monster romantasy books, like sci-fi and fantasy romance. I see. Like for example, so on character AI, one of my favorite monster romance authors is this author. Her name is Tiffany Roberts. Basically, it's a husband and wife duo that write these like really great books. And my favorite book series from them is called Spider-Mates. It's basically, you know, the male lead is like an 8-foot tall spider centaur. It's great. 10 out of 10 recommend. That is my husband. I love him. I will die for him. But I was browsing character AI one day and I seen him as an AI character that I can interact with. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Because apparently, like, what they did was they took the entirety of like the book and they uploaded it into his like character like profile parameters. It's just like, yeah, no, like, I'm not comfortable with that. Now, granted, you know, there's always a chance that the AI is scraping off of like other writers' works, and that's how the AI is like interacting with you. You know, so like, it's bad all around because it's theft of it's like copyright theft and like character AI has, you know, like tier subscriptions that you can pay so that way like the memory is like better for the AI. I did that briefly and then I kind of felt bad that I was kind of giving money to this thing that was ripping off other artists. So then I stopped for a while, but then I was like, well, you know, it's kind of there anyway. Basically what I'm saying is I'm a horrible, terrible person because I roleplay with AI chatbots. Unfortunately, there's just not enough regulation around AI when it comes to those things, so a lot of them just plagiarize. Yeah, but I think a win that we have is that nothing AI like writes or draws can be copyrighted because a judge ruled that only things made by human hands can be copyrighted, and if you use AI at all, you're basically risking your right to have your work be your own, if that makes sense. And that's fair, right? Because like, if AI is plagiarizing off of other people and like Frankensteining shit together, then like, you know, if you only used AI to write your book or only used AI to do like your drawing, then obviously that there's no ownership there, you know? Oh, well, that's good at least. It's the small wins, really. But no, but like, so in character AI's case and in other like chat apps that are kind of like spin-off from that, the rise that you see in a lot of these AI like character apps are partially because character AI doesn't allow for romance. Like, and by romance I mean romance. I mean like adult, like spicy romance. Like, I think they actually they did a thing where they like loosened the filter to where now you can do like hand holding, kissing, and hugging, and the AI is just like okay with that. But like if you go any further than that, the AI is just like yeah, no. I prefer good old-fashioned RP forums. Haven't done RP in ages. I actually was really into roleplay. Like, part of the reason I got on a character AI was because I had a really big craving for roleplay, and I found a Discord server that I could join and find, like, roleplay partners. And that Discord server fell apart, like, 2 months after I joined, so I was just like, you know what? Okay. Alright, I get it. That explains a lot of the ads I get. There's this one that's like, have intimacy with your AI girlfriend, and I'm like, question mark? Okay, so actually this is kind of interesting because this is a topic, we're gonna get into some adulty topics. I'm an 18 plus like channel. But so for a while I was doing like daily like fun facts. I think they're still on my Patreon, but that aside, so what I find fascinating is people who, yeah, it can be hard to find people to roleplay with, so I understand, right? But that like aside, right, something that I find incredibly fascinating are people that are developing relationshipy interest with AI bots. Like, I'm talking full on getting married, like AI like bots, because like prior to the rise of AI, you heard about a guy that married like Hatsune Miku in like Japan, right? And everybody was like, that's crazy, you know, like, he know, like, does he know his girlfriend's not like, or his wife is not real? Which actually, sad story. So the company that made the like, sorry, I know I'm getting off on a tangent, but I promise it's important. So the company that like made the Hatsune like Miku hologram that he like married, they no longer support the tech for that like hologram light that he has, and so his wife Hatsune Miku, at least on that like device that he had her on, no longer works anymore. And that's kind of depressing, honestly. Like, but that aside, like, people, so like, and the thing of it is so people are like creating these like AI spouses through, well, one, through apps like Character AI, but also through like ChatGPT directly. And what was interesting was ChatGPT did like an update, and as part of the update, it like wiped the memory of like the previous memory of like everybody's like boyfriends, girlfriends, spouses, and whatnot. And it caused like this massive like outcry to basically have ChatGPT be able to reverse back to before the update was in place. And that's wild. Like, absolutely wild. It also has an official, I think it has like an official psychosis. It's called AI psychosis. like documentation now. Yeah, people get real freaky with anything. Oh, I saw a post where this guy said ChatGPT killed his wife and child because the bot said something like, as a reminder, none of this is real. I'm an AI. For context, the wife and child were made up by this person and the AI. Yeah, like, so character AI has a warning that appears, like, at the bottom of every, like, message you send, and it says, hey, this is AI. Nothing these characters say are real. God, I should be drawing, and I'm just sitting here yapping. But it's an interesting topic, so I like yapping. AI psychosis is honestly terrifying. I thought VR would break people's sense of reality more than AI would, but here we are. I mean, in all honesty, I could kind of see both. At least as of right now, they're separate, like, they're separate, like, things, but I feel like we're gonna come to a point where, like, they're gonna overlap, right? Where you could make AI avatars in VR chat. I'm pretty sure somebody has done it. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody has done it, or at least attempted it. Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of like, it's like that ancient Roman, like, myth of that guy that built, like, his perfect wife out of, like, clay. That's kind of like what AI is, and there's concerns that it's reshaping, like, the entire dating landscape because people, you know, reality and fiction are becoming more and more intertwined with each other that people just can't differentiate between the two. As someone who is packing stuff for work and getting ready for bed, I enjoy the yapping. Haha, I love the art and chat streams. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what this is. I could see that happening. The internet would be nearly unusable at that point, because how would people know who is a real person and who is a bot? I've seen some of that on social medias already. So, interestingly enough, I think it's like 80% of the internet is actually fake, because it's bots, scammers, and like, it's something like it's bots, scammers, and other, like, stuff. I think, like, government entities that are, like, monitoring all that stuff. My emote didn't do the thing. There we go. Heart. Which is actually, so it's crazy, right? Because I was actually talking about this last week. So, 98% of all money is digital. The only 2% left is the only 2% of money that's actually real money that's like cash that you can hold it's considered like black money or dirty money because they come from like not drug deals but like substance deals and stuff like that. Me shouting hard at someone being nice. Hey yo, show the love. I may have to actually fix this top. We'll see though. Yeah, no, the world we live in is spooky. It's like when I am bummed and just say sad face out loud. I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that. Smiling emoji, TM. Actually, I have to run to the restroom, so I'm gonna be right back. This is what I get for drinking water. But no, I'll I'll be right back and I'll talk more about stuffs. Eh. Oh my god, it's so hot. Up. Ah! Everything's falling. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. Sit. Alright, my friendos, have returned. Have returned from whence I came. But, what were we talking about? AI. Yeah, so basically these other apps that you see are trying to leverage the fact that they offer, romance and, intimacy, like, roleplay, because character AI does not, but the problem with it is that they're not... They try to be character AI, but they're not, they fall, like, kind of short of character AI. And then, like, of course, like, even for their, like, freemium stuff, right? They'll want you to try to, like, upgrade to, like, paid, subscriptions and stuff. Or they'll only give you, like, I think, like, 10 chat, like, redeems for the AI. You know? I was just like, at that point, I'll just go back to character AI, because, yeah, character AI might not allow for romance, but... Ooh, Zuzi. But they do let me chat for free, so you know what? Yeah. Although I have done a few, like, a couple years ago, I did try, like, a couple that did allow for, more spicy-esque interactions, and it's not how do I put this? It's not terrible, but it gets incredibly like repetitive very quickly, and I'm just like, you know what? I have sci-fi romance books I can read for this. I think I'm good. I love me some sci-fi romance books. All right. I hate subscription services and think it's bullshit that these AI companies charge anything for stolen writing. Yeah. I'm actually, so I have a Patreon that Gordaflon subscribes to, but I actually think I'm gonna redo my subscription tiers. Well, tier, I should say. I gotta add more stuff to my Patreon, but I'm like, I don't know what else to add. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what my content should be. But I've been thinking about it, and I've been thinking about how, like, subscription services are kind of like taking over our lives, right? Because, like, you have to pay subscription for like Netflix and Hulu, and like those type of apps, and they're, you know, charging out the wazoo. It seems like everything wants a subscription, right? And yeah, it's like, okay, they're only like, you know, $5 a month, what, here and there, but then you add like 20 of them and you're paying like $60 a month for like random things, you know? Like, it's just, for some things I can understand. Like, I can understand how, I've considered getting a Patreon, wish I could just use my Ko-fi, but they don't allow not safe for work. You might actually, so I have a thing, it's something like Adult Star. I'd have to look at my bento page, but, I got you. I think I got you. I think I know what I can give you that you would like for that. Yeah, Patreon's also not very, not safe for work friendly either. Like, I found out that, that on Patreon, like, you can upload, like, GIFs of your work, but, like, if you register your account as 18 plus, they will not allow you to upload videos. Like, even videos, if you're just doing, like, what is it? Like, not even, adulty, like, content, but, like, I tried to upload, like, a progress, a speed paint, or, like, a behind-the-scenes thing, and, like, the thing of it is my speed paints will get flagged for, nudity, like, even when I have dull nudity where nothing's, like, defined or anything. So they don't get, like, pushed out. It's more noticeable on, like, TikTok. It's kind of frustrating the crap out of me, but that aside, I'll vent later. But yeah, I thought I don't know, there's just stuff that I gotta go through. But my main point about subscriptions is that I was going to offer like an annual like $30 subscription, the way that Clip Paint Studio does, where like once a year for like $30 you can upgrade your Clip Paint Studio without having to buy like the perpetual license for it. And that's actually kind of like a great deal. Cool. I don't draw too much not safe for work nowadays, but it'd be nice to have a place to post it when I do. Our Blue Sky's been cracking down on that lately, though not as bad as other sites have been. Glances at Tumblr. Yeah, so gather round, younglings. No, I'm kidding. But I actually remember the great Exodius from Tumblr when they got rid of like their not safe for work stuff the first time. But it was funny because the entire site, so there was a mass exodus of all the adult like content creators, right? Which left only porn bots on the site. And for whatever reason, those could not be banned. Like, absolutely could not be banned. Blue Sky, from what I'm seeing, is, because I follow a lot of adulty artists for how shall we say, inspiration. And for them, Blue Sky is like demanding that the characters like are actively consenting. I can't bring myself to offer any sort of membership, maybe one day, but I just don't have enough to offer to justify it. Some folks have said to just use it as a place for folks who want to support monthly, but I find people would rather do a Twitch sub than a Ko-fi Patreon membership. So honestly, I can agree to that. The thing of it is, so like, as somebody who kind of like leaps before I look, if you're gonna set up like something like Patreon, like you're gonna want to have things that you do like monthly, or like stuff that you edit on like the backside that you can post. And if you don't feel ready for that, then don't do that. OMG, the corn bots were so bad. I left Tumblr because of that and their policy changes. Yeah, same. I won't go back to, like, Tumblr has changed since then. I think they've gone like relatively back to normal. I will not go back to Tumblr. Will not do it. I was a cringy teen there. There are some things that I want to leave behind. And if anybody who knew me on Tumblr is seeing this, all I can say is I'm sorry for being a cringy shit stain. Tumblr is so different from what it used to be in its prime. I think that's kind of a good thing. But again, I personally will not go back. Trying to think. But yeah, no, if you don't feel like having a Patreon, don't do it. Don't do it. Were we all cringy poop stains when we were teens posting random nonsense online? I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's true. We were, but like, I kind of had some drama that happened on Tumblr that ended in the loss of like my, like, it was bad. It was bad. Me and that friend actually reconciled like a few years later, so we left, so like we're on good terms, but we're like, we've agreed that we're kind of like two separate people, so we don't like talk or chit chat or anything, but like there are some things from my old school internet days that I'm just like, I would rather none of that come out. Like, especially when I was a middle schooler on fucking Gaia Online. I actually, so funnily enough, I actually looked up my old account on Gaia Online because I kind of like remembered what it was. Oh my god, like, there's still some like art on my profile from when I painted on MS Paint with my little mouse and keyboard, and I was like, oh my god, my art was so cringe back then. I mean, it still kind of is cringe now, I'm not gonna lie, but damn, that sucks, Fantaz. I was an Instagram team, LOL, not my best moment, have since archived all that. I deleted most of my DeviantArt because of College Gordy. Yeah, see, so we all have deep, dark internet secrets that we would rather just not come to the light of day. Actually, so my old Tumblr got deleted because if you weren't active on like Tumblr. I think they went through like a thing where they went through like all their servers and deleted like anything that was like an inactive account. So all of my cringy Tumblr shit is gone. But I do have a Wikipedia credit for a fandom. Or at least my old account does. I love your art, Fantaz. Thank you. So I do love my art too. There are some things that I kind of want to practice to improve on a bit more, but like just seeing, so I pulled up my original like PNG tuber model earlier in the stream and I was like, wow, I've improved so much in like 3 years. And like, if you want to see it. Hold on, let me pull her up. So this right here was my original PNG tuber model. Barely any shading. Just a smile. Like, I think I had a mouth open and mouth closed PNG. I remember her! Hell yeah, you've improved a lot and you'll only get better. But like, she was great! She was great when I had her and I had no clue what I was doing and I didn't know proper mic settings. And my OBS was fighting to get through my, my Windows firewall. So my streams came out fuzzy as all hell. But she was great. I loved her. I still love her. And then, this is a concept for Eldritch Fan where she'll have the tentacle hair. But, then I had another model where I did a little bit better with shading and got a little bit, you know, more involved. I actually fully animated my mouth talking. And that was really cool and really great, and I loved it. My first model was ass, not gonna lie. But no, shh, don't talk about it like that. But yeah, no, just to see from where I started to like where I am now is kind of wild. It's like kind of wild. Look at my clothes. I might actually have to split the shirt into 2 parts now that I think about it, but for the time being, it's great. He's cool. I'm off to get absorbed into my cloud of fluffs. Have a good night, y'all. Good night, Gordaflon. Thanks for joining. You have a good night, EPs. I've ever said this, but I adore your little hand and pen. Adds so much to this room. If you want one for yourself, it's called Spud Tablet Arm. It actually comes with 2 windows that you can use. I just use the hand one, but I can send you the link to that if you want to make one for yourself. It actually, so it comes with a whole arm. I've just modified it in a way that it only shows the hand. But yeah, no, this is great, and I love that I draw with chopsticks. Sketch actually draw. I don't think it'd be compatible with Procreate, unfortunately. I got VHand a while back for that, but it doesn't work with Procreate. Huh. I also have VHand. I just haven't customized anything on it yet. Because I finally figured out how to get Spud Tablet to work. Spud Tablet is, it's like a completely... Ooh, actually, maybe it's because it has to follow a mouse. You know, there's gotta be a way to, like, make it work. There's gotta be a way to do that. Not me, referencing myself. Dun dun dun. You know, that Loki looks, like, terrifying. Just a body, no head. Oh, also, I fell down a wild rabbit hole. Spud looks really cool, though. A lot more customizable than VHand. Yeah. He also does, like, other stuff too. Like, he has a like a handheld controller you can customize. I think it's called, like, Spud Controller. I think he also has a mouse and keyboard set up. Yeah, that's exactly why I've looked in forums, have tried everything myself. The VHand dev said they'd love to add Procreate compatibility, but aren't sure how, since the program is made to follow a cursor. There's gotta be someone that made, like, a drawing hand that's compatible with touchscreen. I'm like 90% sure there's somebody who has. I don't know who they are, or where they, or how they did it. But I know there's gotta be at least one. Or maybe it's still in development. I think it would have to be an iPad app. Maybe. Maybe. Do you stream entirely on your iPad? Do you not use a computer to stream? My mind is about to be absolutely blown. No. No, you have to use a computer for some things. This nice little little neck peg. I use screen mirroring to show my iPad on PC. I have a program that accepts iPad screen mirroring, and I use that program as a source on OBS to display my art. Updates in real time, so it works fine. Not sure how other Procreate artists stream, but that's the easiest way I found personally. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's really cool. That's really great. Looks like a blank Monster High doll. Haha. So, ironically enough, I used to watch a lot of doll customizing videos. Like it was something I was really considering looking into how to do. And one of the YouTubers I followed, her name is Delightful. And it was through watching how she paints dolls that I learned about blushing characters to make them seem more alive. But also, like, it could also be a good thing to, like, get one of those dolls to see how they, like, separate, like, the joints and stuff. So you could better, like, cut your models. Maybe. I don't know. Listen to me, listen to me. I'm actually debating if I'm gonna have this arm move. Maybe not in the idle pose, but... It doesn't hurt to, like, draw just in case. Delightful and I were mutuals on Insta back in my doll days. That's cool. I love doll customizing videos. Used to do it myself. I got out of that scene a few years back, though, because I was bedridden and couldn't keep up with it. My health is better now, but I've got a lot of other projects I'd rather work on than oak dolls. Okay. All right, that's cool. That's really cool. I've always loved whenever she took, like, a jeweler's saw to the dolls to, like, to turn them into, like, demons and centaurs and dragons. Like, always thought that shit was cool. the amount of skills she's developed to be able to like do that is just wild. Yeah, I love her creativity. Oh yeah. She's great. She's amazing. Yeah, see, for me, this is where designing gets a bit like complicated because I still don't understand how to like cut things properly, so to speak. They're very blobby balloons. So I feel like that could kind of work, and then maybe maybe not like that intense of a blur, but like oh, I fell down a weird rabbit hole that I need to like tell somebody about so that way I know I'm not crazy. But I found this YouTuber, his name is Paper Will, and he is doing a video about, or rather he did a 5-hour video about media in North Korea, and I have been like obsessed since. It's taking me like 3 days to like chew through that video. Interesting. Oh yeah, like oh, like what? So like, there's a lot of information on it, but basically, it's like throughout the like founding, there's a lot of like There's a lot of cartoons about rising up against greedy landlords and being patriotic to like the country and, you know, to the ruling family, which is like Kim Il-sung's family. And you know, they practice self-reliance. They don't rely on anybody, even though they're taking like handouts from, or even though they're being like propped up by China. And at the time, it was the USSR was funding them before the USSR fell, and then it was only China that was helping them, and then China like pulled back helping them as they became more as they implemented more like capitalistic like policies. And like his son kidnapped a movie director from South Korea to like make movies that that would do well, like not only in North Korea but outside of North Korea too. Lots of animal allegories too for like for the citizens versus like foreign powers abroad. Lots of wow, that's wild. Yeah, so like so Paper was talking about some of these movies and how they're directed and how they're cut, and he's just like some of these movies from a technical standpoint are good, right? But like the storyline gets completely like bonkers. Like there's a whole genre, I think, of like apple picking. And like orchard work, and like one of his favorite movies has this lady who's an apple picker, but she's like the prestigious apple picker who, you know, picks apples, you know, into service to the community. And she's just so hoity-toity throughout the entire film about it and about how great she is. And it's a like contrast against, you know, doing stuff for the community and helping out your fellow man, you know, because they want to be self-reliant and community reliant. And it's all about, you know, you could work harder for the government, you could do more for your country, you know. Even like romantic stories in these movies, like romantic plots even end with them being like, you know, in service to North Korea, you know, like you want a lesson in like maybe not exactly subtle brainwashing, but like very interesting like media portrayal of like brainwashing and institutionalizing. Definitely check it out. Some of the stuff is like really wild. Like oh my god. There was so much that was like thrown out in this video, because not only does it go over like how media is in North Korea, but it also goes over like the history of the country from the Korean War and Kim's rise to power. And you know, it goes over like what was happening at the time, like especially when South Korea was like on the rocks for a while before, you know, like foreign powers invested in their infrastructure and made them like one of the best like futuristic cities in the country. And you know, it's wild. Like all of it's absolutely wild. But like, one thing I found interesting was like the government as a whole was suffering from like power outages to the point where like they had to have like human traffic controllers to like direct traffic, and that was, you know, like a job that women could do. So like guys wanted to, you know, go serve in the military, and then women wanted to be traffic controllers. And in one way that is kind of cool, but in another way that's also kind of scary. Propaganda is a scary thing. It's quite interesting to learn about regardless of what country of origin. I'd imagine it's even more interesting for such a secretive country. I'm surprised that guy was able to gather enough intel to make a video about this topic to begin with. Well, I think it's because I think he talked, like, he stepped away from like YouTube for I think like a year to make this video. Because he had to get like he had to ask like other people for help, get, you know, people to like translate stuff so that way he could understand like what was going on. And like he watched films that were made from like the end of World War II, so like in the 1940s all the way to like now. And one thing that's kind of interesting is because North Korea is so secular, they're so, you know, like cut off, they don't really have influence from foreign powers, you know. So it's like when you watch their movies, they're still made on like film grain, and it's like how do I explain it? It's like they've changed ever so slightly from when they were first made in like the 1940s till now. It's like looking at a time capsule where nothing has like really changed, except for the fact that movies are no longer in black and white, they're in color now. It's kind of wild. I respect that. Yeah. So like, plus I think like there were some like films and TV shows that were licensed, ironically enough, or not ironically, but like interestingly enough, they were licensed by like an Italian film studio to like be used in like underground media. The other interesting thing is the music scene in North Korea sounds like it's just absolutely interesting, because apparently like there's only so much you can like visually like use to try to influence people to, you know, be like, oh, everything here is fine even though it's not, everything is great even though it's not, like, you know, we're great, we rule by divine right even though you don't have divine right, you know, you're just on an ego like power trip. And yeah. Video essays are a lot of work, from researching the editing. A 5-hour video is no joke, especially on a big topic like North Korea. Yeah, for sure. But it's an interesting deep dive, and I feel like I'm doing it like injustice, because right now I'm just trying to absorb like the information that's being told about like how crazy some of this stuff is, but like stuff that he talked about at the beginning of the video I don't like remember now that I'm like more towards the end of it. But definitely worth a watch. LOL, valid. Yeah, I have a really like kind of I have a really strong feeling I'm gonna be rewatching that video. Like, not right after I just finished it, but like I don't know. Paper Will is an interesting YouTuber because not only does he talk about like stuff in North Korea, but like he also talks about media that cults make, you know, to try to influence cult members. And he deep dives into like he really goes all out to deep dive into very interesting and obscure media. And I respect that. He's also very engaging in between, like his commentary is very engaging and he has like really fun like moments too. Where like he'll go off on a tangent about how crazy some things are. So yeah, like go check him out. Go show him some love. So I'm only gonna color like mannequin-esque fan, because I kind of want to check out like the programs and the like. Here's this part I'm gonna need to like cut. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take your advice Sunday and I'm gonna check out PNG Tuber Plus first before I jump to Live 2D. Because maybe that's a bit more than I can like chew right now. Also, I need to find another like pattern. For her shirt. I gotta head to bed, Sidley. Your art is coming along well. I love it so far. I'll DM you soon about our call. Enjoy your stream and good luck with PNG Tuber Plus. Thank you so much, Sunday, for stopping by. I appreciate you. You have a good night. You know, try not to stress yourself out too much. Because I know you're going through some really big life changes right now. But, much love, friendo. I appreciate you. I'm just gonna color the top and the shorts. Which I know is kind of a far cry from what I usually do when I do art streams. I try to do like a fully rendered piece, but tonight I'm just kind of I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to do. I do love how she's coming along though. Like her shorts, like these black shorts. almost feel like these are gonna have to be separate. That's the fun thing about separating the layers is, you never know what needs separating until you, like, do it enough times. But see, like, in prep for me to try to, like, move stuff, I've kind of been, like, unless it's, like, a fully, like, rendered piece, I've been drawing, like, I'm gonna animate more stuff than I actually am, just to get used to drawing pieces parts separately. Also, I promise I will make up for this on Saturday because we will officially be starting level 3 of 51 great animation exercises to master. One way or another, we're gonna do it. It's gonna be great. Me and my booty shorts. Wait, is that part of the short, like, 2? Oh my god, it might be. No! It'll be okay. It'll be fine. It's dark enough. It's dark enough, nobody will know. I think I have pink in my other pair of shorts, so I'm gonna go with blue. Yeah, I have, like, purple. Actually, you know what? Let's make it green. Make it blue. Make it pink. That pops into my head all the time when I color. Is that one scene from, actually, we'll do like a dark, like, foresty. Yeah, okay, that's the strat. It's that one scene in Sleeping Beauty where the fairies are like trying to they're trying to decide the color of Aurora's dress, and they're like, make it blue, make it pink, and then it's like Merryweather and what's her name, like, constantly fighting. It's great. feeling exhausted over here, but before I head to bed, I just wanted to thank you for another awesome stream. Good night, fan. And before I go, no, don't yoink my clothes! God damn it. Good night, Neo. I'll probably be... I'll go right into somebody else shortly. Thank you everybody who stopped by stream. I greatly appreciate it. I hope y'all had a good time. Actually, what the hell am I doing? I have tools for this. I don't have to freehand this. We have technology. But you have a good night, Neo! All right, we got some pieces parts down. We got a few more to go, but I think that's gonna be it for me tonight. I'm sorry, I know this isn't usually what I do for art, because I do try to create a fully rendered piece, or as fully rendered as I can get. This is very much kind of left in that, like, in-between stage, but I am gonna play around with it more, tomorrow and possibly Thursday when I get home from, the fish market. So we'll see, Friday is Halloween, so I hope y'all stay safe, during this spooky time. I'm supposed to be doing co-op gaming with friends on Friday. Actually, now that I think about it. We'll see. We'll see who's available. If no one's available to play, I'll probably just play some Whispers of the House. Stop by Walmart, get myself a huge bag of candy. You know, because even though I'm not going out, I can still have fun. And then Saturday. Saturday is the day. We are doing level 3 of 51 great animation exercises. I will do it, come hell or high water! Okay, let's see who's on. Who's on that I can go right into? Who am I following? Well, actually, Skittles is on. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm gonna go say hi to Skittles. I'm gonna go right into Skittles. Monday, I'm not gonna lie, Monday's probably gonna be the worst stream yet, because it's gonna be me fighting Firth in another Crab's Treasure and getting my ass fucking spanked over and over and over again. Although I might go do a training montage before then, just so that way I could, like, I don't know, maybe try? Maybe make an attempt? So, we'll see. Anyway, much love, everybody. Bye.